Hey there guys, Jordan in the know here. Now what I have here is the Samsung Gear 2 Neo. Now the wearable tech space is pretty cramped right now. We have the new Android Wear handsets, we have Pebble, we have the not so popular Sony smartwatches. So this is Samsung's second take at the smartwatch game. So let's take a look at it. So I spent about a month with this Gear 2 Neo, and there's still a lot that bugs me, starting with Tizen. It seems more like a smartphone user interface shrunk down into a wearable display, and that's actually exactly what it is. There's pages, there's apps, there's even an app store, which requires you to use your Samsung account, and it doesn't seem like a very intuitive interface. The app drawer is really annoying to get around, and if there's something that you need quickly, you have to navigate through several pages to find it, and it's more annoying than helpful. Like, seriously, if you put this user interface on a smartphone, it would be a pretty valid user experience. I'll stop bashing it for now. The overall experience is what matters, right? And it's alright. You can do a lot of things like control music, make phone calls, and it's actually nothing short of what the Pebble can do. It has an IR blaster for you to control your TV, and you can store music on the watch itself and play music from the speaker, which is different. There's about 2 or 3 new apps being put out every week or so, and even though new apps are being put out, you still have to pay for a large majority of them, and it's not really a welcoming. The apps themselves are okay too. The frame rates while playing games are really low, and there's really no cool watch faces. And the messaging apps are just straight up terrible. The smartwatch also bothers me in a few other areas, like telling the time, how I have to wait a second or two for the display to turn on, notifications, how I have to use my other hand to tap the screen and actually see them, and it does have really poor sunlight visibility. It has a very awkward heart rate sensor, which doesn't detect your heart rate very well after a heavy workout. And there are things that I do like about this though. You can take phone calls, but you have to move your hand really close to your face or else it can't hear you. It's also IP67 certified, but the display detects water as touch, so it's kind of useless in that regard. Honestly, the only thing that the smartwatch can fall back on is its looks. While I see a lot of people comment about how it's ugly, it actually isn't. It's better and more premium looking than the Pebble. It has a really classy design actually. It doesn't have any ugly protruding buttons, no gaps, and it has accents in all the right places. It has that really nice metal clasp, rubber ridges on the inside which feel great, and the textured band on the outside which makes it look premium. It's actually a good looking smartwatch, but if I was buying products for looks, I'd probably buy an iPhone. But if this was running Android Wear, or even Pebble's custom OS, this would be a completely different review. But it's not running either of those two, it's running Tizen. What I'm trying to say is that this is a better Galaxy Gear, but it's not a better smartwatch. I really appreciate Samsung's efforts here. The user interface is really what actually kills the smartwatch. It's not intuitive enough, it's not helpful enough, and it really does get in the way more than actually help you. And in the end, smartwatches are all about making your life easier, and this simply doesn't do that. It simply doesn't deliver a helpful experience. So, I hope this helped you out. This is Jordan in the Know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.